Hello, my name is Allis Druffel, and I'm the Southern California Outreach Director for California Interfaith Power and Light. I have had the great fortune to work for more than 5 years now with the interfaith community at the nexus of faith and environmental care. California Interfaith Power and Light was started by the Reverend Sally Bingham, an Episcopalian priest. Originally reaching out to Episcopal churches focused on renewable energy, it morphed into what it is today, an organization devoted to providing all houses of worship with resources on energy efficiency, renewable energy, education, and advocacy. All major faith traditions hold dear the principle of protecting and caring for creation. Unfortunately, we have not always honored this principle and have now been rediscovering it and acting upon it in light of the climate crisis. CIPL at present has 630 member congregations in California, with a very good showing from United Church of Christ congregations, about 30 members. Our member congregations come from all major faith traditions, and we are based in the science of climate change, recognizing the urgency of our mission. CIPL's mission is to be faithful stewards of creation by responding to global warming through the promotion of energy conservation, energy efficiency, and renewable energy. This ministry intends to protect the Earth's ecosystems, safeguard public health, and ensure sufficient sustainable energy for all. Sounds like a tall order. It is, but efforts to reduce energy use, educate members, and fight for clean energy policy are taking place all over the country by the faith community, including from the 40 states that have interfaith power and light organizations. Throughout this talk, I'm happy to use examples from UCC congregations. In terms of energy efficiency, the main objective is to reduce a congregation's energy use. This actually starts with behavior change on a congregation-wide basis. Right off the bat, it is possible for a house of worship to lower its energy use by 10% just by using energy differently. Turning off lights when not needed, opening doors and windows on a cooler day instead of turning on the AC, and recognizing that fully 20% of energy use in California goes to just moving water around the state. Water reduction use, like turning off the tap when washing hands, will save water and energy. The second step after behavioral change is energy efficiency measures. This is where short-term investment can have a long-term impact. There are a huge array of measures, from the simple, like lighting timers, skylights, and double-paned windows, and water aerators, to the more expensive and involved, like lighting and HVAC retrofits. Energy efficiency extends to the exterior of a congregation's campus, including efforts such as drought-tolerant landscaping, organic gardening, low water use irrigation, and rain capture and storage. Just ask the folks at First Congregational Church UCC in Stockton. Their 2010 lighting retrofit was a success, saving energy and money. Moving on to renewable energy, California Interfaith Power and Light has become the leading organization in the state to offer resources to the faith community. In 2007, we developed the Solar Resource Guide for congregations. A newly revised version was put out in January 2014. This guide includes a basic overview of energy efficiency and resources, testimonials from congregations that have gone solar and their experiences, and a list of vetted solar installers and financing organizations. Two things to keep in mind if your congregation is thinking of going solar. One, make sure to implement energy efficiency measures first so that your system is sized correctly. And two, get at least 3 estimates from 3 solar companies. An ideal situation is to have a project manager and/or solar committee in your congregation to oversee the project. There are a growing number of UCC congregations using solar energy. One of them, First Congregation Church UCC in Bakersfield, has the distinction of being the first, and only thus far, solar house of worship in this very sunny area. The pastor, Reverend David Stabenfeld, has solar on his own house, and when the system was dedicated in 2011, there was much rejoicing over their care for creation and a lower PG&E bill. Moving on to education. This is a key component to the ongoing effort of pollution reduction and working for a healthier climate future. Education is not meant to just educate the mind. It seeks to inform and transform the heart and the very way we view creation. It means understanding that we humans are not outside of or superior to the environment, but that everything is interconnected. Education of heart and mind enables us to see that there is no hierarchy of order of created things, just one blessed creation. Education takes many forms: movie nights, interfaith panels, informational sessions on household energy and water reduction, speakers forums, and workshops and events, such as those honoring Earth Day. In addition to the amazing work done by faith congregations on energy reduction and education, we recognize that effective policy is needed as well to stem the tide of climate change. We need policy aimed at carbon pollution reduction, increase of clean renewable energy, and protection of public health at local, state, federal, and international levels. And California is the leader in the nation and one of the leaders in the world in this arena. California Interfaith Power and Light, together with multiple partners in the faith, policy, health, and environmental sectors, has helped to encourage the passage of some of the most stringent carbon pollution reduction legislation, like Assembly Bill 32, California's landmark Global Warming Solutions Act of 2006. And, together with partners all over the country, Interfaith Power and Light has encouraged EPA safeguards on coal ash, mercury, other public health and climate change-inducing contaminants, and most recently, EPA safeguards announced for new and existing power plants all over the country. In terms of advocacy, UCC congregations again shine. One example is the work done by College Community Congregational UCC in Fresno. When a cement company wanted to build another quarry, College Community, along with the Community Coalition, recognized the added dangers of adding yet more particulate matter to communities that already suffer from high levels of pollution and accompanying health effects, and they launched a movement to prevent it. The quarry proposal was defeated. However, this congregation's efforts at improving air quality in Fresno continue. Many laudable efforts are happening from the interfaith community to decrease carbon pollution, educate members, and to pass strong renewable energy and pollution reduction policy. Yet much, much more is needed. Increased urgent action from all sectors is needed to avoid the worst effects of climate change and to truly honor the principle of creation care that all major faith traditions hold dear. Because even in the absence of a climate crisis, we, as members of the faith community, have a mandate. The United Church of Christ Environmental Ministries is doing marvelous work with its many initiatives throughout the country. California Interfaith Power and Light is a wonderful complement to your work, providing additional resources to your congregations. We invite you to become a member and to add your voice to the growing interfaith movement, demanding and acting for a healthier future. Thank you for attending this course, and many blessings on your efforts to honor creation.